What if I told you there was just one word that could expose a narcissist's lies in real time? No yelling, no chasing them in circles, just one word, and their mask begins to slip. Abraham Lincoln once said, "No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar." So here's the thing. Narcissists thrive on confusion. They lie to control the narrative, but lies are fragile, and they're also something that you can easily verify, and they can't keep track, and they don't think that you're going to keep track either. They collapse under the pressure. So what's the one word that is your secret weapon? Well, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, now's a good time to do it, because every single day I'm dropping bombs just like this one to help you escape the clutches of somebody toxic, whether it's in a professional or personal setting. Make sure you're subscribed and you've hit that bell. The one word is really. Say it calmly, and you just need to say it once, and then you wait. Not sarcastic, not aggressive, just neutral, steady. Really? And then silence. The silence is where your power lies. In fact, there was a study done that's actually said that if you wait at least 8 seconds, the power dynamic completely shifts. So just say really, and then pause. They're going to scramble to fill in the gap. They over-explain, they contradict themselves, they lose their emotional control. And that's when suddenly their story doesn't hold. That's when you really will start to see the cracks in their mask. So listen, there are 2 types of people you see when faced with a narcissist lies. There's going to be the ones that react. And I always say, never jade. I always wear jade, but never jade. Never justify, argue, defend, or explain. And there are the people that are going to do exactly that. And then they end up tangled in that narcissist web. And then there's the ones who pause and simply just say, really? And then let that narcissist unravel themselves. The first group gives away their power. The second group holds their power. All right? The narcissist's power isn't in their lies. It's in your reaction. When you stop defending and start observing, you flip the script. You're no longer their target. You're their mirror. And the mirror is what exposes the truth. That one word really is all it takes to turn their lies into your leverage. Okay. And if you want more tools to build leverage, I have a free gift for you. It's the Doc the Narc cheat sheet to start documenting them properly. You can go to docthenarc.com. And also join my free private Facebook community, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, where literally thousands of people are engaging every single day. I want you to comment the word really right now, really, if you're ready to use this next time. All right, so I've seen this countless times in depositions, in boardrooms, in homes. A narcissist insists something never happened, and you just pause and you say, really? And within seconds, they're stumbling, they're adding details, they're trying to prove something. You don't have to argue. You don't have to get emotional. You just have to give them enough space and they'll show their own cracks. So here's the truth. Narcissists are not as powerful as they want you to believe. They want everybody else to believe. They themselves try to believe. The truth of the matter is they're more afraid of you than you are of them. They're afraid you're going to figure this out. They're afraid you're going to figure them out. And that's why they assert themselves through power, control, or even they get passive aggressive and say things. They try to guilt you. They think that they have to manipulate situations in order to get people to do anything. And their lies only work if you feed into that need for supply. The moment that you stand calm, the moment that you're almost like curious instead of getting angry, really? you change the entire game. Remember that if you want to really have power, you got to pause at least 8 seconds and you just say the one word, really, and it exposes their lies. If you've ever built anything from scratch, whether it's a business, a brand, or a podcast, you know there's nothing small about it. The decisions, the hustle, the grind, the pressure, it's so all-consuming. And that's why I was so grateful to find Shopify when I set up my own store, shop.rebeccazung.com. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide and handles 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from giants like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just starting out. It simplifies everything: inventory, payments, analytics, marketing, all in one place, and their built-in tools make it so easy to run email and social campaigns that keep customers coming back. If you're selling globally, Shopify can help you do that too in over 150 countries. If you're selling in person, their award-winning point of sale brings your online and retail worlds together. And with 99.9% uptime and the best converting checkout on the planet, you'll never miss a sale. Get all the big stuff for your small business right with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial and start selling at shopify.com/negotiate. That's shopify.com/negotiate. The next video that I want you to watch is the one question that exposes any narcissist in a deposition. It builds directly on what we're talking about today, and it gives you even more leverage if you have a case, if you have any kind of litigation going on with a narcissist. Remember, freedom does not happen by accident. It happens on purpose, with strategy, and with leverage. And that's why I'm Rebecca Zung, the leverage lawyer. And today you've taken one more powerful step to be closer to having all the leverage. All right. So if you like this video, make sure you like it, make sure you share it, and make sure that you're subscribed here. Subscribe and hit that bell. And I will see you in that next video.